So, does Medicare pay for a gym membership? Here's the straight answer, and then the part that trips almost everybody up. Original Medicare, that's Part A and Part B, does not cover a gym membership. Not SilverSneakers. Not a fitness class, not a wellness program. eHealth and Medicare.org both state it in those words. But most Medicare Advantage plans do cover one, and the numbers there are bigger than people expect. KFF, the Independent Health Policy Research Group, reports that 93% of individual Medicare Advantage plans offer a fitness benefit in 2026. 91% of them run it through one of three named programs. So millions of people on Medicare are already paying for a gym membership they never signed up for, and a lot of them have never used it once. That's the answer. Now here's the strange part. The reason nobody can give you a simple yes or no is that the benefit doesn't come from Medicare at all. It comes from whoever sells you your plan. And that one detail explains every confusing thing about this. I'll come back to something most people get wrong about the supplement plans. 2 different viewers asked that exact question under the most popular video on this topic. Neither of them got an answer. By the end of this, you'll know which part of Medicare the benefit actually lives in, and why it can vanish without warning. You'll also know what the phrase may or may not is really hiding. Let's start with what original Medicare will pay for, because it isn't nothing. Medicare.gov says Part B covers cardiac rehabilitation for people who qualify after certain heart events. Pulmonary rehabilitation runs on the same cost-sharing structure. Original Medicare may also cover obesity counseling and medical nutrition therapy. Now look closely at what those have in common. Every one of them is a supervised clinical program that follows a diagnosis. A doctor orders it. It has a start and an end. There's a medical file behind it. A gym membership has none of that. Nobody prescribes it. Nobody supervises it, and there's no diagnosis attached. That's the line Medicare draws, and once you see it, the whole thing stops feeling arbitrary. Original Medicare pays for treatment. It doesn't pay for access. That's the catch. So if the benefit isn't in Part A or Part B, where is it? It's in Part C, which is what Medicare Advantage is actually called. These are plans sold by private insurers, approved by Medicare, and they're allowed to add extras on top of what original Medicare covers. Fitness is one of the most common extras there is. 3 programs run almost all of it. SilverSneakers is the one people know. It's operated by Tivity Health, and it covers more than 17,000 participating locations, including Planet Fitness, Anytime Fitness, LA Fitness, and a lot of YMCAs. Renew Active is UnitedHealthcare's program. It's bigger on paper, more than 25,000 locations, and it bundles in the AARP Staying Sharp brain training tools. Silver&Fit is the third. Fitness centers, local classes, home fitness kits, digital workouts. And unlike the other 2, it turns up on some supplement plans as well, which matters later. Same idea, 3 different companies, and your plan picks one. You don't. Here's the question that follows naturally. Why would an insurance company hand out a free gym membership? It isn't generosity, and it isn't a mystery either. Medicare Advantage plans get paid a fixed amount per member per month. So a member who stays healthy costs the plan less than a member who doesn't. A gym benefit is cheap to provide, especially when most people who sign up never actually go. It's also a selling point. During open enrollment, plans compete on the extras, and a free gym membership is one of the easiest ones to advertise on a postcard. Medicare.org puts a number on what it's worth to you. Where a plan includes it, the benefit typically runs between $40 and $70 a month, at no cost beyond your plan premium. So it's a real benefit with a real dollar value. It just exists because the incentives happen to line up, not because Medicare requires it. Now let's deal with the supplement question, because this is where the field goes quiet. Under the most watched video on this topic, one viewer wrote, and I'm summarizing, which Medicare supplement plans offer SilverSneakers. And I'm not asking about Part C plans. Another one wrote that the video kept saying supplement plans may or may not include it and asked for something more specific. Neither got an answer. Here's the specific answer. Medigap policies, the supplement plans, are standardized by federal law. They're labeled with letters A through N. A Plan G from one insurer covers the same core benefits as a Plan G from any other insurer. That's the whole point of the lettering system, which means a fitness program cannot be part of the standardized benefit. If it were, every Plan G in the country would have it. So what is it? It's an extra the insurer bolts on by choice. Federal rules have a category for this called innovative benefits, which states can approve when the benefit isn't otherwise available and genuinely adds value. That's why the honest answer really is may or may not. It doesn't depend on your plan letter, it depends on your insurer and your state. One viewer said his Humana Plan G in Florida includes SilverSneakers. He's almost certainly right. And someone with a Plan G from a different company 2 states over can be equally right that theirs doesn't. Same letter, same core coverage, different extras. That's not a contradiction. That's the system working exactly as written. Which brings up the practical problem. How does anyone find out which camp they're in? SilverSneakers runs an eligibility tool on its own website. You enter your plan details, it returns a yes or a no, and the same site lists which health plans participate. And there's one detail here that catches people out constantly. Your SilverSneakers member ID does not exist until you activate the membership online. It isn't printed on your Medicare card and it isn't on your insurance card. So somebody walks into a gym, the front desk asks for their SilverSneakers number, and they don't have one. They assume they aren't covered. Often they are. The number just hasn't been created yet. One viewer described exactly that, asking what the health number was and where to get one. Nobody answered him either. The answer is that it's generated when you set up the account, and one ID then works at every participating location, not just the first gym you walked into. Small detail. It's the difference between using the benefit and assuming you don't have it. And while we're clearing things up, age isn't the gate here either. Under that same video, someone wrote that they were 32 and had SilverSneakers. That surprises people, but it's perfectly ordinary. Medicare isn't only for people over 65. Someone can be entitled to it years earlier through disability, and if their plan carries a fitness benefit, they get it like anyone else. The plan decides, not the birthday. There's one more thing, and it's the part I'd want to know. This benefit is not permanent. It can be taken away between 1 year and the next, and it has been. UnitedHealthcare announced in October 2019 that it would stop offering SilverSneakers. Anyone not already enrolled with them by January 2021 couldn't get it there anymore. Those members moved to Renew Active instead. Medicare.org also notes that AARP endorsed plans sold by UnitedHealthcare no longer carry SilverSneakers, and it's still moving. US News reported in May 2026 that the number of plans offering SilverSneakers declined that year, as plans looked for ways to cut costs. More benefit packages are changing again for 2026 and 2027. Under that same video, one member described his gym membership being terminated, and the eligibility tool telling him he wasn't eligible after years of using it. That's what a plan changing carriers looks like from the inside. So the benefit is real, it's worth real money, and it's rented, not owned. It lives in a plan document that gets rewritten every year. Here's the whole thing in one sentence. Medicare itself never pays for a gym membership, but the private plan sitting on top of your Medicare very often does, and which one you have decides everything. Knowing that changes what you're actually looking at. You stop asking whether Medicare covers a gym, because it doesn't and it never has. You start reading the one document that decides it instead. That's the annual notice of change, and your plan mails it out every autumn. So tell me in the comments which program your plan uses. SilverSneakers, Renew Active, or Silver&Fit. And whether the gym you actually want to go to takes it. I'm curious how far that 17,000 number stretches in real life.